Okay, so I'm a huge fan of Rent. I noticed that Rent is about how there are people in this world that are struggling every day, and people don't do as much and help out as much as they should. I thought the play was very interesting in the fact that it was a musical that was about AIDS. Never in a million years would I have thought that there would be a musical about AIDS. I thought the songs were very meaningful in a bunch of different ways, and that the songs captivated the emotion of the scene that was happening at that time. One value that I see being represented is the value of friendship. This value is attached to Mark and Roger, Mimi and Angel, etc. This value is represented because Mark reminds Roger to take his AZT. Mark obviously cares about Roger so much to remind him. That is real friendship. Another example is when Mark goes to help Joanne with Maureen's setup for her show that night. He obviously still cares about Maureen enough to help her out. The second value that I found being represented is the value of money. This value is attached mainly to the main characters like Mark, Roger, Angel, Maureen, Joanne, etc. An example of this value is when, after Maureen's show, they head to dinner. Mark tells Roger to come, but he says no because he has no money to pay for anything. Then the next example is near the beginning when Mark, Roger, Mimi, etc., all the other people, don't have enough money to pay rent. I think these two values suggest friendship is way more important than money. That in the end, even if you don't have money, you will always have your friends to rely on. I honestly was a bit confused on what an AZT break was. I looked it up and it is an HIV medicine. I now know that when Mimi says AZT break, she means that she needs to take her medication. I also understand that when Mark tells Roger to take his AZT, that he's talking about his medicine for his AIDS. I can see that this helps others and I understand the play more because they have to take a minute to take their meds for the disease they have. The issue that I chose to tackle was the issue of class. This play examines the lower class more than the upper class. I mean, it still shows the higher class, like the upper class, but it shows how awful the lower class and how the upper class is taking advantage. I think the play reinforces the understandings that the lower class has it awful and the upper class is rude to the lower class, that the upper class has no idea what the lower class goes through each and every single day. This play politics tells the world that there is still a problem with the class hierarchy, and it is sad and pathetic that it is still like this. The song I chose was Take Me or Leave Me. The function of the song is that Maureen and Joanne are having relationship troubles, and basically that Joanne can leave Maureen if she doesn't like the way things are, or she can stay and trust Maureen. The song advances the plot by later having Maureen and Joanne reunite with each other and them realizing that the argument was stupid. These characters realize that they are better together than apart. My first question that I have is, if they were to make a Rent 2, would Roger and Mimi still be together in the end? My second question is, why do you think Mark is so kind towards Maureen after the way she dumped him?